Petroleum, commonly known as oil, is one of the most important energy resources in modern civilization. Yet, its origins go back hundreds of millions of years, long before humans existed. Oil begins with tiny marine organisms such as plankton, algae, and microorganisms that lived in ancient oceans. When these organisms died, their remains sank to the bottom of seas and lakes. Over time, layers of mud, sand, and sediment covered this organic material. As millions of years passed, these layers became thicker and heavier. The pressure from the sediments above, combined with heat from deep inside the earth, slowly transformed the buried organic material. This process is called thermal maturation. Between about 50 and 150 million years, the organic matter was gradually converted into hydrocarbons, the chemical compounds that make up oil and natural gas. The transformation required very specific conditions: the right temperature, the right pressure, and an environment with little oxygen to prevent the organic material from fully decomposing. However, oil does not remain where it forms. Once created, liquid hydrocarbons slowly migrate through porous rock layers. Because oil is lighter than water, it moves upward through cracks and tiny spaces in underground rock formations. For oil to accumulate in large quantities, three geological conditions must occur at the same time. First, there must be a source rock, rich in organic material where the oil originally forms. Second, there must be a reservoir rock, a porous rock layer that can store the oil, such as sandstone or limestone. Third, there must be a cap rock, an impermeable layer that traps the oil underground and prevents it from escaping to the surface. If one of these elements is missing, the oil simply continues migrating until it eventually reaches the surface and disappears. This explains why oil is found only in certain regions of the world. Large oil reserves tend to appear in areas that once had ancient seas rich in biological life and where geological conditions created natural traps underground. Famous examples include the Middle East, parts of North America, Russia, and the North Sea. In geological terms, oil is extremely slow to form. The petroleum we use today often took between 100 and 300 million years to develop. Because of this long formation time, oil is considered a non-renewable resource on a human timescale. Understanding how oil forms helps explain not only where energy resources are located, but also why they are unevenly distributed across the planet. It is a story written deep in the Earth's geological history, long before modern civilization began to depend on it.